Hi, welcome to another Let's Play. This is Corporation. A game that isn't well received, or hasn't been well received. I think it kind of got average, lower to average scores. And it's one of those things where you kind of need the manual. This is the intro bit. So this doesn't actually come up in the manual, which is annoying. But it says the world's leading robot designer and manufacturer UCC, the Universal Cybernetics Corporation, has been very quiet ever since a number of killings occurred outside their London factory. The government suspects them of illegal research and development in the area of genetic mutation. It is believed that one of their newest products, a hybrid animal robot creature, escaped from their factory in London. Nobody knows how it got out, but it managed to evade capture and survived on a diet of pedestrians who walked past the factory. The press began to speculate on the nature of the unseen killer, which struck around the factory, and it was quickly nicknamed the Ripper. What aroused most concern was the nature of the corpses, which appeared to have been eaten. You play the role of a Zodiac agent enlisted to penetrate UCC's heavily protected factory. The building is littered with high-technology alarm systems. The guards on duty are both humans and robots, possibly suspected artificial life forms. Your mission is simple. Once inside the building, you must locate the genetic laboratory, recover an embryo and escape. Before commencing your mission, you will be given the opportunity to purchase equipment and undergo training in specific skills. Now, the thing is with this game is when you started it, I think you just basically jumped you right into the game. But there is an options section. If I hit start, it puts me right to the game. Now, I'm not going to play this now. I'm just going to show you. This is what happens usually. Because usually you have like an up down in the game where you can select, and it doesn't seem that way, but I can check. But one interesting thing about this game is you get to pick between two male, 2 female, and 2 androids, and the default character is almost a woman called Tori Carter, which is what the person is now. So I'm just going to reset this. I've got, because I bought the game, which includes the manual, and I'm like, right, I'm going to give this game a fair chance, and that's why I'm role-playing it? That's why I'm let's playing it. So I mean, even in the instructions, it actually says it's quite recommended for you to get into the game, so let me see if I can press down. I'll go straight into that, which I don't want. Start, right, so, oh yeah, you can move the pointer, so if I press start on options, see, that's the thing, every time you press start it goes to the game, so that's not what we want. I think it says in the instructions to use B to select it, which I think is a bit annoying, but you know. Apparently it's appeared on the Amiga as well. I think it's got a better look at on the Amiga. I don't know why. Maybe it's just more suited to it. I don't know. There's a lot in this game. That's the thing, though. Reading through the manual, there's a lot in it. So default character we already know. We can resume the old game because you can save at certain points. But what we're going to do is we're going to select a new character, pressing B to do that, and this is the character selection screen. So we've got things like, we've got Rick Allen. If I pass, I go to the next person. Donna Jackson. We've got Tony Carter, that's the starting person. So she's got 6 in strength, 7 dexterity, 7 endurance, 9 intelligence, movement 6, height and weight don't really kind of affect anything. 2 7s in combat and weapons, 6 in computers, 8 in electronic, mechanical, 6 in medical 8. These are, so if I'm going to pass this now. So I think strength or is it strength? Let me just jump to that point. Strength. Excuse me while I go back to the manual, because even though I've read it, I've forgotten quite a bit of it. So that determines the damage done in hand-to-hand combat, and in conjunction with the endurance rating, how much equipment can be carried before the agent is strained. Now, if the agent becomes strained, your movement becomes a lot less. And I can't remember what else happens. I think it drains your energy as well. Dexterity determines damage done with the shots fired from the gun and the chances of successfully repairing damaged equipment. Endurance combined with strength rating determines how much equipment can be carried before the agent is strained. Intelligence determines how successful an agent is in pre-mission training to improve the selected skills. Movement is the rate at which he moves, and can be affected if too much equipment is available, which you've already said. So I'm going to pass this droid. This is droid 2. Similar stats. Then we get Steve Summer, that's the other bloke. So he doesn't have much on the gunnery. He's got good combat skills, but not on dexterity. Oh wait, hang on. No, I'm right. So that's not good. He's got good endurance, good movement, quite intelligent. I'll nip through what the combat skills are. So the skills: combat is determining the power of the hand-to-hand. Combat, the shot from the agent's gun. Weapons is the success in using repairing guns. Computers is an essential skill for repairing the backpack computer. Also determines the android agent's self-healing abilities and its use of the computer terminals. Electronic determines all agents' success in electronic equipment repair. Mechanical is mechanical equipment repair. And medical determines how successful is the use of medical equipment. So he's good at weapons, not so good with computers. Electronic, not so good. Mechanical, better. Medical, not so good. Yeah, I think I'll skip him. Go back to Rick Allen. He's got fairly average stats, quite good in intelligence, movement, not so good in computers, better in electronic and mechanical repair, medical definitely, so might go with Rick Allen. Donna Jackson, she's fairly strong, fairly good in most of her stats. Yeah, she's fairly good in most of her stats. The starting character is not strong, but good guns, quite intelligent. Combat's not so bad, so she's not got bad skills. Apparently she's good on the top floor, but not as good as the later levels. So the android is fairly good at endurance and strength, as you'd expect. Dexterity not so good. Probably because of how bulky it is. Combat weapons very, very good. Very, very weak on medical. But with him being a robot, I kind of don't expect anything. So his computer repair is his self-healing. So that's not so bad, to be fair. And we've got a lesser core droid. His main stats are okay, but his skills aren't as good as the other one. So I think we will start with Rick Allen. Right, so now we can go through the equipment screen and buy what we need. So we can either... So this will exit when I'm done, or when I've gone through all my funds. So we've got 1200, we've got a gun we can buy for 200, second for 250, 300, these are also different types of guns as well. Not going to go into it too much, I don't think, because we kind of really want to get into it. Power packs are good for when the gun runs out of power. You'll need the power pack to get back and get that sorted. We've got disruptors, they're like mines, electric mines. Grenades is standard grenades, stun bombs, bombs that you can put timers on and run off, lockpicks for lockpicking doors, jetpack, computer. I think that will, let's see, where's the equipment? I'm not gonna go through the guns. Lockpick. Computer. This is the backpack computer, and it shows you the map of the level. But as you use it, it will use power as well. Gas mask and face mask. Gas mask and face mask is useful for anything stopping you from being gassed and being captured. The gas mask is not as good. The face mask is better. But the visor is something that you can wear over the gas mask, but not the face mask, weirdly. The visor you can use to see in different modes, also good for spotting infrared beams. Drink replenishes energy. Refill, I think, replenishes the drink. Medikit does what you expect. Chemicals, I can't remember what the chemicals do. Tell me. Probably, I can't remember. First aid kit, electronics, armors, bionic arms, bionic legs, the exoskeleton, the implant. The implant basically gives you a boost to your stats, I think. Courses let you increase your abilities. So I think we're going to start off with buying a simple gun and a backpack. In fact, I'll get 3. What does it say that the starting character has? Just flicking through a default character. Where is she? Right. She comes equipped with the standard kit comprised of medkit, chemicals, drink dispenser, vision enhancing visor, gun 1, power pack, backpack, computer, and 2 grenades. Which means she has no armor, which is fine. Just need to double check what the chemicals were. Scan man, you can't find there. What's the chemicals for? It's antidote and stimulant for used only with the medkit. Chemicals can be found in the building, so I probably don't need those then. I'll buy 3 grenades, always good. Grab a lockpick. Gets 2 drinks, 2 refills, 2 medkits, face mask, and a visor. Right, and that's me started. So, I can move around. Something's firing at me. So move forward. That's doors to open automatically, and I'm being damaged by something. That's my gun. Ah! That's that. These are lights, I think. Something's still shooting at me. So that's that gone. When we get to a point at that thing at the top was not a good sign. Something's around, I'm not quite sure what it is. Yeah, so these orange lights, I don't need to shoot those. But something's over there. Is it a camera? No. It's a bloody light. That's the camera there. We need to shoot the cameras because otherwise what will happen is they will self-alarms. I've just crouched, which is hold down A and press up. No, up and A. Up and A, yep, up and A. Doesn't it's supposed to jump, but it doesn't. Something is damaging me. I don't know what the hell it is. Oh, that fucking thing. It's a repair bot. Hang on. I think that was the thing about this game of walking into walls that people didn't like. Ah! Damn it. I can see it on the floor. Right, hang on a minute. Wait. I need to get out of the way a second. Alright, so if I press start, I can now go through this. I need my med kit. And I think it's... That's to drop it. That is to... flicking through quickly. What was that one? Right, okay, so... I'll probably die before I find out where the bloody thing is. use object held 7. So that's done with the hand. This one. There you go, done. Press start again. And I go back to that view. I hold it. No. Apparently you can pause the game, but it's not really clear of how you do it. Right, so that is a droid. These droids won't actually attack until you're in their way, but I'm going to shoot them anyway. There's a computer terminal. I don't think I need it. Maybe I do. So if I click this one, there you go, computer terminal. So use my card. I can update my access. So I can now use the lifts. And how do I... Oh, that's the pause. Okay, fair enough. And press start to get out of that, it's fine. So, we've increased our... We've increased our access. We can now, when we found a lift, we can now go to the next area. That's a light, I don't need to kill that. Oh, something was on the floor. Unless it's through this door here, which is likely. So I press start. If I pick up, what's this? Oh, that's the elevator. Right, okay. So I press start, I go back to the agent's view. What's this? I'm just gonna shoot him anyway. Ooh. embarrassing. Ah! Oh, I can't shoot it because it's behind the bloody computer terminal. Damn it. I'm now down to fists, which I've managed to do, no problem. It's not an issue. We need to find another medikit, use that one, and then we need to use this, and that means we can now use our pistol again. We should be able to use the pistol. Alright, okay. So I've had to basically look up the pistol and recharge that too, annoyingly. Shit. Come on. Shit. Unimpressed by your refusal to respond to interrogation, your captors decide to introduce you to Freddy, your cellmate, for the last painful minutes of your life. So there you go, that's Corporation. I'm still going to play this again. I've actually got further with this now, using the instruction manual, than I ever did. So, consider this episode a kind of primer. For those of you that kind of want to play this game now, that I've kind of shown you a bit more. The gun, I need to go back to the gun. So, what I did before was, at first I thought I needed to use the power pack, but the power pack charges the suit, I think. Basically what happened was I said to use the object that I had, which was that open hand one, and then once I did that, it would then direct me to what was the plug. Then you need to do it again for it to confirm that you want to actually do the recharging of the power suit. Now obviously my fist was still being used after I thought I'd recharged, but I hadn't. So what I needed to do was then to go and find the gun, which I did do, use the gun, which then goes, right, it needs to use the power lead, which is what it showed me, then did it again, and that's what got the gun back again. So in the next video we'll use the same guy, we'll use Rick Allen, we'll go and put the rest of the stuff we put on, and we'll have another go. It's not so bad, it's a bit annoying with the whole slowness, and I think what people didn't like was the whole, just like, white walls everywhere. But it is enjoyable once you get into it, and I can now understand it, because I remember playing it when I was a kid years ago, and it's just like, I didn't quite understand it, but now I'm getting it, so yeah. So next video, we'll go back into it, we'll try and clear that floor, or at least, you know, get to the next floor if I have to decide I can't be arsed, you know. So until the next video, I will see you then. Bye.